Welcome back. There are multiple ways to get your credit score and to monitor your credit. And having decent credit is a very important part of being able to get a loan to buy a house. So what are the different tools that are out there to help you find out how your credit is doing? Joining me now, mortgage expert Tyler Osby, and this, Tyler, is the first segment of kind of a two-part segment that we're going to do about credit.
Yeah.
So let's just talk first and identify some of the different ways that people probably think about when they hear about credit scores, credit monitoring. What is out there for them?
Yeah, you bet. So the first is, I think, what most people think of, which are like the free credit monitoring services out there. It doesn't cost anything, but it does give you an indication of what's going on with your credit score. The second is what we would consider in the mortgage industry a true FICO score. You have to pay to get that, right? But it is what everybody will rely on for making credit decisions. And then the third is the free version of a credit report, which is available through the government.
Okay, so behind garage door number 2, we're going to focus on credit monitoring services.
Yeah.
So I put a couple in here in our graphics just to give people out there an idea of some of the names of them, because I'm guessing a lot of people have heard of these before.
Yeah. Well, so the free versions that we see all the time are people using things like Credit Karma or CreditWise, or like I know our credit cards have credit reports that are available for free. Sometimes your bank will.
Yep.
These are all credit monitoring services, and they're great at being a proactive tool to see what information is out there about you, but it's not necessarily going to be the same credit score that you would see if you go to get a mortgage or an auto loan. They all use their own algorithms, and you have to pay to use it, right?
Right.
So the beauty of using credit monitoring is you can see if the actions you're taking are improving or worsening your FICO score, because they do tend to trend in the same direction as a paid FICO score. But they're going to be different, so don't hone in too much on the score that you get. But they will, if there's some fraud. If somebody opens up an account that you didn't authorize and it ends up on your credit report, you're going to see it. We've seen situations where people have had maybe what was a typoed, social security card or social security number rather, and that shows up on their credit report, and they were able to protest it and get rid of it. But just keeping an eye on it is a good move.
So let's talk about limitations of credit monitoring. Behind garage door number 3, and I'll give you an example. Somebody comes in to get a mortgage loan and they say, hey Tyler, I know what my credit score is because Credit Karma says it's 750.
Yep. The day ends in a Y. That happens literally every day.
Yes.
But the key is a FICO score that we use for mortgage reporting is using an algorithm that's intended to determine how likely you are to miss a payment on a mortgage. That's literally the rules and criteria. It's a different algorithm than what you would get when you go to get an auto loan or something like that. So it's not going to give you the exact score information if you use credit monitoring. And if you see something that is concerning on that credit monitoring service that you're using, it's not going to automatically get it removed. You still have to take action on that information. And you can either do it yourself by going through different protesting processes, or you can hire a company to help you with credit repair. And if you're looking for a recommendation on that, I always recommend working by referral. And then lastly, and I think we've kind of beaten this.
Yes, just reiterate.
It's not the same thing as a FICO score. It's they use the term FICO score because they use an old, outdated algorithm, and that's because it's a lot less expensive to do it that way. But the one thing I want to add, and we didn't put it on the slide, is if you're not paying for the product, you are the product, and people don't think about that. So
so many things.
Yeah, so if you're in this, you're going to get solicitations and that kind of thing, and just know that that's kind of the cost of admission.
All right, and part 2 of this is going to focus on the FICO score. We'll talk about that next week.
Yeah.
We'll be right back after this.